Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. So this episode's going to be a little bit different. I'm on a big PVM grind in the background right now, but while I'm doing that, I also did a lot of PvP to start collecting Colosokins. So in this mini episode, I'm going to showcase a few of my greatest matches, my epic victories, and my close defeats. I know PvP is not for everyone, so if you want to skip this one, I totally understand. I'll have a new PVM video out later. Episode 5 is going to be big. It's going to be very fun. But if you want to see how Tinker handles PvP now that she's got a good set, stay tuned, check out these matches, and watch me rack in the Colosokins. This is Tinker, my Dofus character. Tinker is trying to reach level 200 tailor as an Ultimate Iron Man. That means no markets, no help, no banks, and no trade. She's going to learn the profession all on her own with just the materials she can hold in her own backpack. She'll travel across the world of 12 to make every recipe in the book. My goal for this video is to reach 100 Colosokins. That's enough to get me the first tailor recipe that needs them, and I'll have a few leftovers for some other projects along the way. At this rung of the PvP ladder though, I only win about 4 or 5 tokens every match, so I need something like 20 wins. I'm also trying to come back from my current record of 1 to 6, which is really quite bad. That is 1 win to 6 losses. So let's see how I do. Here comes my first match since the last episode. Sadida, okay, with 303 hit points, level 29. Wow, the consensus from the Coliseum ranking system is you suck. You're up against someone half your level. Oh my god, I'm really bad, guys. Christ. And he has the same cloak as me, and he has initiate items. Holy crap. Okay, I think for this guy, I can just close and outdamage him. Alright, just close and kill. Close and kill. Here we go. No, it's not enough. Oh no, I should have done all or nothing. He's got 6 hit points left. Okay, so I won this match. Obviously I can beat someone half my level, but here in the next one you'll get a good picture of my general strategy. Step 1 is throw out a kitten. Step 2, kitten goes one way, I go another. This forces my opponent to choose whether to get rid of the kitten and avoid a bit of damage, or to actually close and get hits on me. It doesn't always work depending on the map and the opponent, but it's a good start with the spells that I have. My ultimate goal is to delay long enough to summon a second kitten right away. Step 3, I power up with Wheel of Fortune. This spell bumps my damage for the next few turns, so I always try to cast it when my opponent is just about to get close. After that, I wait for my opponent to close or wait for the right opportunity to rush in myself. If I can, my favorite one-turn combo is to use All or Nothing, Repercussion, and Ecaflip's Luck. All or Nothing gives me a big hit, but then damages me on the next turn. But Repercussion and Ecaflip's Luck give me shield and damage reduction that lasts a turn through. So if I use them all together, the shield and reduction from Ecaflip's Luck and Repercussion mitigate the damage I do to myself from All or Nothing. Plus, they're all 2 action point spells, so I can usually chain them together really easily. From there, it's just a matter of out-damaging the opponent or running away. Depends what he's doing here. Okay, he's teleporting over. He's just going to try to out-damage, but if I can make it another turn, I think I can take him out. Oh, I parried the AP loss. That's huge. Okay, 1. 2, critical hit, probably saving the day, finishing off with the kitten. Oh yes, oh yes, level 50 something, 57, 4 more Colosokins in my pocket. Sometimes in the Coliseum, unexpectedly, you just meet a nice guy. Shout out to Two-Face Ace, you were a good sport. However, you really demolished me. GG. Alright, good fight, brother. Same goes to Witboss, who tore me up with a killer 380 damage turn, but apologized for killing me. I don't need your pity, but thanks, that was really nice of you. Now, even though they can be really nice, there's one type of player I can't stand in the Colosseum. Eliotropes. They just hang back so far on the maps and they keep shutting down their portals so you can't use them up close, plus their damage is so good. Here in my fight against Jimbo, great name by the way, I tried so hard to even catch up to her, but just couldn't keep up. This was her first ever Colo match and she wiped the floor with me. Good on ya, Jimbo. Good on ya. Once I knew the Elio tricks a bit, I tried to change my strategy. In this fight against Shisha, I really focused on staying back and staying out of view of the portals. Check out my first few turns. I'm moving really cautiously. I don't want the first hit of this fight to be on me. After Shisha concentrated most of her portals in the center of the map, I snuck over through the opposite corner. See here, she tries to adjust her setup to get her coverage closer to where I am without sacrificing too much coverage in the middle. I'm just creeping up, trying to get a hit. My lucky break came when I was able to ship a kitten straight through the portals to her. Elios, lock your portals at the end of your turn. Shut them down. Close them. The other way I tried to counter the portals was to use my summon to block line of sight from the exit. So here, this roulette wheel was supposed to keep me safe, but it didn't quite work because Shisha just snuck around it. Thankfully, she used all her AP and let me slip through portals to close the distance. There goes my classic all or nothing combo for 190 damage. Nice. Now I'm ready to get a new kitten out, so I killed my roulette wheel. Note to self, walking through portals is not useful if you don't have somewhere to go. They all reactivate on the Elio's turn. I thought I was shutting them down here. This lapse of judgment lost me the fight. I was only able to get one more hit off before it was GG. A good attempt. I don't feel so bad about the loss when I see that Shisha was ranked high enough to get 12 Colosseums from the fight. Wow, she is moving up in the world. The other tricky class to face at this level is Srams. I found that the sheer number of traps a good Sram can lay out will lead to an insane damage per turn once they close enough to push you around. It's so hard to dodge the traps and almost impossible to outdamage if you don't. Thankfully, I have a secret weapon as an Ecoflip. Perception. This little 2 AP spell isn't just a small heal. It also reveals all traps in a 3-tile radius. I'm going to take full advantage of this ability in my match versus Kayashine. Do you know my classic strategy? Out comes the cat, and I hang back and sneak around to suss out my opponent. You'll notice he's laying down traps every single turn, and he really loves the large, multi-tile Insidious trap in particular. By the time I'm getting close, there are traps all over. My kitten triggers a few here while walking around. This is where perception comes in handy. With the 3-tile radius unveiling only one trap, I know that this area is safe for me to run into. So I close the distance quick, and it won't be long until the invisibility that Kayashine cast wears off. When Kayashine becomes visible again, I close quick, deal a big hit from behind cover with the all or nothing spell, and let my kitten close in for the finishing blow.
One. G friggin' G, dude. G friggin' G.
Nailed it! That's a win to add 5 Colosseums to the stack. From here you'll probably get the idea. I start out with the kitten, I try to use all or nothing when I can, I win some, I lose some, I gain a few Colosseums. Every match is different, and yet every match is the same. But I want to show off just one more that was the most exciting I ever did. I'm not joking on this. By this point, I had gained enough levels just from Colosseum to hit level 52. So you'll notice my HP is a little bit higher, and my stack of tokens is getting pretty big. I was up against a level 45 Masquerader, UB Dark, and if you've never fought a mask in low-level Colo, you probably don't know how insane their earth damage spell Furia can be. Ouch. I got off a few good hits with my classic strat, but Yubi was closing in fast and took full advantage of my weakened state after Ecoflip's luck. Although Ecoflip's luck reduces my damage the turn that I cast it, it causes me to take double damage the turn after that. so I need to be prepared to tank hits or run away after I use it. Unfortunately, this time I was not really thinking well, and I ran straight in to get some hits, knowing full well that I'd be affected by a double damage of Ecoflip's luck next turn.
I'm gonna take double damage this turn. That maybe was not the smartest thing to do.
So in a single turn, I went from 460 to 75 HP after 2 brutal Furia hits. This situation is now incredibly dire. I'm low enough HP that Yubi can one-hit me on their next turn. I can't run far enough away to avoid that hit. My go-to damage spell, Bluff, could hit Yubi twice, but that would leave them with around 100 HP left to kill me. This looks like it's GG for Tinker. Now, I'd never normally use All or Nothing without protection, because it deals at least 100 damage to me on my next turn. But this is an exceptional situation, and I have nothing to lose. I'll die next turn anyway.
Oh, only a crit will save me. Come on, crit, crit, crit.
And it's not even just a crit I need. A low damage critical hit will still leave Yubi alive and let them kill me. I need a maximum damage critical hit or I lose. End of story.
No way! No way! Yo! That was the luckiest crit possible. Oh my god, that was such a desperate situation, and that was the luckiest.
Sometimes in Colo you lose bad, but sometimes you roll the dice and they land just how you want them. GG Yubi Dark. GG. By the end of my 100 Colisoken journey, I had scraped up a record of 23 wins to 31 losses. For an Iron Man, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I decided to stay in the queue just for fun, to keep raking in a few tokens while I began the PVM grinds you'll see in the next episode. At the time of recording, I have accumulated not 100, not just 200, but a grand total of 203 Colisokens from my PVM matches, and that stack will keep growing. This opens so many possibilities, and I'm excited to get up to the right profession levels to use Pebbles. Thanks for sticking around for this special episode. We'll be back to the tailor recipes next time in episode 5. I really appreciate your viewership, and I hope you like this change of pace. Thank you as well to all the opponents I faced, especially the easy ones. Fighting to the death was a true pleasure. If you're watching this and you want to face Tinker one day, make a character on Jahash, get to about level 50, and throw yourself in the queue. Who knows? You might see me kicking around there just to see how many Colisokens I can get. I'll need them one day. Until then, we are level 23 Tailor, and I'll see you for the next recipe.